She was a nurse, working long hours in a hospital, burned out, buried in debt, and with zero savings. Fast forward just 2 years, she is running a 7-figure MedSpa, paid off $350K in loans, and now has a net worth of $3 million. Want to know how we did it? Stay with me. I'm breaking it down step by step. Hi, I'm Rivkin, a 10x certified business coach and a tax strategist. I help healthcare professionals like you build wealth, create cash flow, and take control of your financial future. Today, I'm sharing the real story of one of my clients, how a simple nurse transformed her life in just 24 months and became a 7-figure business owner of MedSpa. When originally she came to me, she was overwhelmed and exhausted. She was working 12-hour shift, living paycheck to paycheck, and had over $150K in student debts. This is very usual to see when the nurses graduate, is to graduate with having all the student loans. She had zero savings account, she had no pension, and was still renting. But she had a dream to open her own med spa and become a nurse practitioner. She had already started working on it as a side hustle, but juggling both her job and the business was overwhelming. She didn't know how to make it all work the right way without actually burning out or risking everything. She was already doing everything that she can possibly can. But at that point, she felt exhausted, overwhelmed, and completely stuck. And she realized that she is doing all of this, but she is not producing any massive results. And this is when everything changed for her. A close friend who had already worked with me introduced her to me, and she came to me for the advice. In the beginning, she was a little skeptical. She didn't believe any of this could work. But then she decided to submerge fully in. And then in that just one session that me and her had, it completely opened her eyes and transformed her whole world. For the first time, she saw where her money was going, what was holding her back, and exactly what she needed to do to make her dream a reality. We built her success using a simple but a very powerful 3-step plan. The first step is clear goals. We started by actually defining her dream life. We sat down and I asked her, what do you dream about? What do you want your life to look like? Where do you see yourself in 1 year, in 3 years, in 5 years? And how do you want to live your life, work and feel? Because let's face it, if you don't know where you are going nowhere. And in just one simple session, we helped her gain the clarity she had been searching for over 50 years. We mapped out exactly what freedom looked like for her. Her freedom, not anyone else's. Personally, professionally, and financially. And that alone created a massive shift in her mindset and energy. The second step is reverse engineering. So what we first did is that we identified what is her financial freedom number for her. For her, she was always thinking that she needs to have like millions and millions of dollars. And when she was thinking that, then it just looked like it's absolutely not possible, it's not attainable, and then why even try? So when we actually sat down and we identified what is her financial freedom number, the exact amount that she needed to live her ideal lifestyle without depending on active income. Most business owners don't know their numbers. They might know how much revenue comes in, but not how much they need to earn, save, invest and reinvest to actually achieve freedom. It's not about how much you're making, it's about how much are you keeping and what are you doing with this money. We sat down and together we looked at how much is she earning right now, what she needs monthly to live absolutely free, financially stress-free life, and how to bridge this gap between where she is today and where she wants to be. And then to bridge this gap, we need to put in plan the strategic cash flow planning, the tax optimization, and align her investments. And the third step is the step-by-step roadmap. When we build a clear and personalized roadmap to bring her vision to life. This wasn't a cookie-cutter checklist. It was a custom blueprint tailored to her specific goals, values, and business model. So what we did in this plan? We outlined what she could do immediately to increase her cash flow, what to do to automate, delegate, and eliminate all of the waste of time, where to invest for sustainable long-term income, and how to protect and grow her wealth efficiently. But here's the key. One thing is putting a plan together. Another is executing it. So we didn't just say, here's the plan. Just go and figure this out on your own. Watch these videos, read some books. What we did, we walked with her through every step of the way. We've helped her overcome doubts, navigate challenges, and make smart decisions along the way. She didn't have to do it all alone. We did it together. And that's what made it all the difference. So how did we do all of this? Here's what we did behind the scenes. The first thing, cash flow audit. We examined her income, expenses, and debt. We cut unnecessary spending and freed up cash flow immediately. Second thing, strategic tax planning. We restructured her business as an S corporation. So originally when she came to me, she already started working, but she started working as a self-employed individual. Well, she had an LLC as a single member LLC. That meant that she was filing her taxes as a self-employment individual. So what we did is we restructured her entity classification, and then her business became as an S corporation. So what it meant for her, it slashed her self-employment taxes and gave you an immediate tax saving of 15.3%. Then implemented the smart strategies like hiring family members, prepaying expenses, maximizing deductions to reinvest savings back into the business. Third, funding. We secured a $100,000 SBA loan, which became her launchpad. It gave her capital to secure a lease, complete the leasehold improvements, and hire a team, all without using her personal funds, because at the end of the day, she had no personal funds. Then we secured an additional equipment loan through a financing company, allowing her to fully outfit the business with everything she needed to operate at a high level from day one. She didn't even know that it's possible. And that was one of the reasons why she was afraid to start her own business, and she was working on the side as a side hustle at home, because she didn't know that she can actually apply and get an SBA loan and then get a loan to purchase the equipment. Fourth, recurring revenue model. So now here's what we did here. We built a business model that wasn't dependent on her hours. Instead of trading time for money, we implemented membership packages and subscription-based services to create a predictable recurring monthly revenue. For example, here's what we did. We introduced a $297 a month a wellness membership package, and within 3 months, she had over 50 members signing and bringing nearly $15,000 a month in recurring revenue. We bundled her services into prepaid packages that encourage her clients' commitment and improved cash flow. One package alone generated $12,000 upfront in a single week. We added a monthly subscription for virtual check-ins and wellness follow-ups, which added another $5,000 a month in passive income without taking more of her time. This model gave her freedom, both financially and personally. She no longer had to rely solely on one-on-one appointments to keep her business afloat. Instead, she had a reliable income stream she could count on every month, regardless of how many hours she worked a week. And she was able to go on vacation. In fact, actually, in just one single last year, she went on 3 different vacations. And this was the first time in the past 10 years. Fifth, weekly financial coaching. We tracked her performance metrics consistently to ensure she was always in control of her business growth. Remember, I told you, we didn't just give her the plan. We actually helped you to execute it. So therefore, we had weekly checkups where we were working with her together to make sure that she executes everything and she walks step by step. And anytime she feels uncertainty or fear, we're right there to cheer her up and to boost her confidence. Every week, we reviewed revenue by service line, so she knew exactly what was bringing in the most income. We reviewed profit margins, helping her focus on the most profitable offerings and cut out what was not working. And thirdly, a client retention rate, so she could improve the client experience and increase her lifetime value. This allowed her to make a fast, data-driven decisions instead of operating on a guesswork. For example, by identifying that her most profitable clients came from a single referral partner, we tripled that partnership and scaled that channel. 6. Identity shift. She stopped seeing herself as just a nurse, and she stepped fully into the role of the CEO of her life and a business. This transformation didn't happen overnight. It started with a mindset. We worked together to shift her internal narrative from being a caregiver who serves everyone else to being a visionary leader who owned her worth, made strategic decisions, and built a business around her values, not her time. She began showing up differently, making a decision based on data, not emotions, setting boundaries with the clients and the team members, delegating tasks she used to feel guilty letting go of, speaking with confidence about money, growth, and leadership. We built the leadership skills how to hire, manage, and inspire a team. We implemented a system so she could stop micromanaging and start scaling. She stopped asking, "Can I really do this?" and started saying, "This is mine to lead. I can do this." That identity shift was the real unlock, because once she saw herself as the CEO, everything else fell into the place. And in just 2 years, the results that she had achieved: revenue exceeded 1.2 million. She paid off the 100K SBA loan and over 100K in equipment purchase debt. She cleared 150K in student loans, paid 100K out of the pocket to complete her NP license. No more school loans, she didn't need to take any. Built 350K in savings and assets, and today her net worth grew to 3 million, including business equity and real estate. This transformation wasn't luck, it was a strategy, and you can do this too. If you're a nurse, doctor, or health professional ready to grow a 7-figure business and finally take back control of your time and money, grab my free ebook, Scaling to 7 Figures. In a practical guide that walks you through the exact strategies I use with my private clients to help them scale without burnout, create predictable income, and build real wealth. Download it now using this link below and start building a business that works for you, not because of you. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And don't miss next video episode, because remember, financial freedom is all in your hands.